Has France opened a Pandora's box with its decision to intervene in Ukraine? Could this act of support escalate into a wider conflict? As we stand on the precipice of potential global unrest, the risks and repercussions of France's decision loom large. France's noble intentions are clear, yet the path they tread is fraught with danger. Relations with Russia, the threat of retaliation, and the possibility of a drawn-out conflict are just a few of the many concerns that cast long shadows over this momentous decision. Join us as we delve into the chronicles of events leading up to this momentous decision. To understand the potential consequences, we need to rewind and trace the events leading up to France's decision to intervene. It all began with the simmering conflict between Ukraine and Russia, a dispute rooted in deep historical, political, and cultural divides. As tensions escalated, the world watched with bated breath, hoping for a peaceful resolution. Amidst this turmoil, France maintained a stance of diplomatic engagement, striving to mediate between the two nations. However, as the situation deteriorated, France found itself in a precarious position. The specter of conflict loomed larger, and the international community's calls for restraint seemed to fall on deaf ears. France, with its long-standing commitment to uphold international law and human rights, felt compelled to act. The decision to intervene was not taken lightly. It was a calculated response aimed at preventing further escalation and protecting Ukraine's sovereignty. Yet this decision was not without its critics. Many feared it could exacerbate tensions, potentially sparking a broader conflict. Russia, a formidable nuclear power, was unlikely to take this act of intervention lightly. The possibility of retaliation was real and posed significant risks to France, Ukraine, and potentially the wider international community. Despite these risks, France chose to step forward. It was a decision born out of a commitment to uphold the principles of democracy and the sanctity of national borders. It was a decision that would thrust France into the epicenter of a complex geopolitical dispute. With this decision, France stepped into an arena fraught with uncertainty and danger. Now that we've set the stage, it's time to explore the potential fallout of this decision. The journey to peace is often fraught with danger and uncertainty, and France's decision to intervene militarily in Ukraine is no exception. First, let's consider Russia. As a nuclear power, Russia's possible reactions to this intervention could range from diplomatic protests to military escalation. The risk of an escalated conflict is a chilling prospect that could lead to a wider conflict with unimaginable consequences. Next, we have the international relations to consider. France's intervention could strain its relations with Russia and, by extension, countries allied with Russia. This could potentially isolate France diplomatically, a situation any country would prefer to avoid. Then there's the domino effect. The conflict in Ukraine, previously a regional issue, could draw other countries into its vortex, escalating into a global conflict. The world has witnessed such scenarios in the past, and the results have been nothing short of catastrophic. Finally, we must consider the potential repercussions for France and Ukraine. For Ukraine, any military intervention carries the risk of civilian casualties and further devastation. For France, there's the risk of retaliation from Russia, which could have serious consequences on both a military and economic level. In the chess game of international relations, each move must be calculated with the utmost care. Missteps could lead to a cascade of events, each more disastrous than the last. While France's intentions may be noble, the potential fallout of military intervention in Ukraine is a Pandora's box that, once opened, could unleash a wave of unintended consequences. So, as we delve deeper into the complexities of this situation, we must keep in mind that every action has its reaction. The stakes are high, and the potential consequences could be dire. France's decision to intervene in Ukraine is a delicate dance on a global stage, fraught with risks and potential consequences. The intentions may be noble, but the stakes are high. The French military's involvement could escalate tensions, possibly drawing other nations into the conflict. The dance could turn into a dangerous tango with Russia, a nuclear powerhouse, potentially straining relations further. Moreover, the risk of retaliation from Russia could have serious consequences for both France and Ukraine. The situation is a tightrope walk, and any misstep could lead to disastrous consequences. This is a chessboard where each move must be calculated with extreme precision. In summary, while France's aim to support Ukraine is commendable, the potential consequences of this military intervention cannot be brushed under the carpet. The situation demands caution, careful consideration, and a deep understanding of all possible outcomes before taking any further action. As we continue to monitor the situation, one thing is clear. Caution and careful consideration should guide every step forward. Thank you for joining us. Remember to subscribe for more insights into global events.